Hey guys, welcome back to Wiles HVAC and stuff. Today I wanted to talk about some more winemaking. Specifically, I wanted to talk about specific gravity. Specific gravity is very important to the winemaking process. You need to know how much sugar you have in there and how much wine or how much alcohol will be in your wine when you're all finished. So in order to do that, you will need a hygrometer. Hygrometer is just a glass tube with a weight in the bottom, and then on the upper end it has a scale there. There's 3 different scales as far as reading. On the one that I have here, I only use one scale of mine. That's just how I've always done it. There are different methods out there of using it, but this seems to be pretty easy for me. So all you need is a hygrometer, a tube to put the hygrometer in, and then you will need a specific gravity to a.b.v conversion chart. So that alcohol by volume is going to be the amount of alcohol that is left in your wine when you are complete, when you're ready to bottle it. So you will need one of these charts. They're out there all over the place online. You can print them off. A lot of the hygrometers actually come with a chart to make it easy for you. But depending on what your recipe is or what you're making, you will need to know where you want to start your original gravity at. With my wines, I usually like to adapt mine to make them what I want them to be. So I usually start at about 1.100 on the scale there. You'll see the upper scale on there is your original gravity, so that's with all your fruit, juices, sugar, everything like that in there before the yeast starts working. That's the important part. You don't want to check it 2 or 3 days later because it's going to be different. You need to check it as soon as you get everything ready in your must, and you can start down low with just your juice and your fruit, and then keep adding sugar until you get where you want to be. The lower you go on that scale, the less alcohol is going to be in the wine. The higher you go on the scale, obviously the higher the alcohol content is going to be. I don't like to get too awful high. I like to have a good little bit in there, but I don't want to get too awful high with it because it comes out with a bitter, dry taste at the end. And then a lot of times it's not real preferable to a lot of different people. So you can find where you like your wine. Like I said, I always start mine at 1.100. And then you get everything ready. You let your wine work. And then you keep checking your specific gravity on the original scale here, or I'm sorry, on the final gravity scale over here. You'll see it up high, and it'll, as days go by, it'll get lower and lower and lower until you're all the way down to the bottom of the scale. This specific scale goes to 1.004 as its lowest point. I actually take my wines down to 0.990. At that point, I know it is completely dry. The yeast is not working. Everything is completely stopped. And at that point, I back sweeten my wine. Some people don't like back sweetening. That is completely up to you if you want to do that or not. But that's where I take mine. So you keep checking it every day, and once you get down to the bottom of that scale, this one is 1.004, and then you slide across the scale there to where we originally started on the original, which is 1.100, and that leaves us with 12.5% alcohol by volume. So that's all you do. You have to have your original gravity, your final gravity, and then meet them up on the chart, and that'll show you exactly what your alcohol by volume content will be. So that's all there is to it as far as figuring out what your specific gravity is, as well as your alcohol by volume in the end. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Please check out the blog at wileshvacandstuff.blogspot.com. Please like the videos, follow the blog, subscribe and share as often as possible. Thank you and God bless.